Hi, Jenny here. Today is Thursday, November 16th. I'm doing the update a day early just because nothing's been really going on and I can. So, from the last update I mentioned that I was going out to lunch on Saturday with my girlfriend, which I did. I went out to lunch with Randy. It was very nice. So we got to talk about her trip to Sedona, Arizona. I think she went to Chandler to visit. It was a friend, not a cousin. And she's outside of Sedona. So they did go to Sedona. They spent overnight there because Randy wanted to spend like one full day in Sedona. And I guess the front desk person where they were staying mentioned that there are the 4 main vortexes that they recommend people to check out if they want to see the vortexes. I guess there might be like 9 of them or something, but there are these 4 main ones. And when I was looking online, I also saw that there are 4 main ones that are the best ones to see, I guess, to feel something. So one of them was Airport Mesa, I guess, which is the one that she was on. And it was a good time. That all she really felt was just like a calmness and peacefulness. Some of the things they talk about is that you may feel tingles in kind of like goosebumps type stuff, mainly across your shoulders and back, and your neck. Or you may feel like a little bit of a vibration from the earth. For her, she just felt really calm and peaceful. It was just, that was what was in the air. It was palpable, the calmness. She had a lot of hiking. There were 2 different parking areas. One was kind of closer to a path, one a little further away. The closer one, of course, was filled up, so they parked a little further away, so they got some good hiking in. Although it was further away, it was beautiful, very nice to see. And she really liked it, so she really wants to go back. I'm like, I want to go there. So like, yeah, it makes me think, yeah, I would like to go there and check that out. So I've heard from a bunch of different people about that they've gone to Sedona and that they usually can feel the energy, and it's a good place and it's neat. So put that on my bucket list. So that was good. That was a good lunch. And then she gave me a book. She was like, oh, I was thinking about you. She prayed for me there, which is also, we both find interesting of that Saturdays when I really noticed that I was feeling better and I had more stamina, more energy, and less pain. And that was, the day that she had prayed for me and a couple other friends. And she was like, oh, I went to some of the gift shops and stuff, and they have a lot of knick-knacky things and whatever, but she ended up buying me a book. It's called The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. So I know on Facebook I follow, there's a group of, I think, like him and Joe Dispenza and a third person that I get some notifications for, that feel good stuff that they put out there of knowing that, you are energy and you are awesome and live in the present moment and things like that. So I started that book a couple nights ago. It's fairly scientific. Interesting, didn't realize that Bruce Lipton actually went to, he was teaching here at college in Madison. So that's kind of neat. But, so yeah, so I had that. Sunday, didn't do too much around the house. Got our walk-in. Monday I had my appointment with my general physician. So that was kind of the pre-op, kind of sign-off type of thing, whatever. So I had done the blood work on the Thursday before, so she would have the results by then. So the blood work results were there. Everything was looking good. In fact, even by looking at my numbers, things are kind of getting back more in the normal range, which is nice. So she was happy with the numbers that were there. And then I also done that urine sample, and she said that hadn't come back yet. May take a while. Yesterday I did see results of that in my LiveWell account, and it was basically kind of, I think, a drug screening or whatever, because she said, yeah, the numbers on there were like what we thought, what they would be with where I'm at, I guess, whatever, as in I'm just taking Advil right now. That's all should be in my system. So that was good and whatever. They're all happy about that. She signed off on my surgery. So I'm good to go. I asked if I had any concerns. So the only thing I thought about is that my port hasn't been accessed this month. I thought it was not till September, but I looked back in my calendar and it was actually in October when I had the MRI. They did access it and everything went fine, so that should be good. Because I was told I can go like 3 months without having access to the port. So I'll be good with that. It's going to put it out in the universe. Everything's going to go fine. Everything's going to go well. That's going to work just fine. What else? Wrote some little notes. See if I can read them. Sedona, Dr. Feuerstein. So yeah, so that appointment went well and quickly, and so that was good. I didn't have to do anything more with that. And then that's been about it. So I'm just, you know, living, going on one day at a time. As far as what I'm doing, regular life. Side effects that are still going on, I still have the neuropathy of the hands and the feet, but it seems to be getting slightly less. I think I mentioned before, like my pinky finger is good. My other fingers are still slightly numb, but it still seems like less. Like even my typing on the, you know, the computer keyboard, I'm not making as many mistakes. And that's okay. The neuropathy of the feet, the right foot is feeling a little bit better. Still want to take the longer walks. Yeah, I'm still feeling it, or sometimes here in the house, but it still feels just a little bit better, so that's nice. Other than that, I'm still taking my Advil every 6 hours, like I mentioned. And what else? Oh, I get hot and cold. That's been going on since the beginning. In fact, I don't know. I mean, I hit menopause like last year, whatever, and I had some hot and cold. I didn't have the really bad, like, hot flashes. But when I started chemo and all that too, it was kind of like, okay, is this kind of menopausal stuff? Is it kicking in the menopause symptoms? Is this just the chemo symptoms? Just whatever my body has gone through. But I still will all of a sudden get a hot flash and feel really warm, and then start, okay, pulling up my sleeves, pulling up my pants legs, and then, you know, 5 minutes later I'm like, okay, now I'm cold. Okay, put everything back down. So that's, you know, again, nothing too harsh to, you know, worry about, think about, deal with. That's okay. And I think that's about it. I've been doing some walking, so one of the nicer days like this, I'll take a little walk outside. If it's not so nice, then I walk inside. So I just kind of pace my house, go from one end to the other, and try to get in like a 15-minute walk. And then I have some 5-pound weights that I do, you know, some bicep curls, and then some hammer curls, and what else? I've done some front arm raises one at a time, so it doesn't put too much pressure on the stomach, because this will feel that in my like ostomy bag. Do some overhead presses, and then the triceps. So I do, you know, like 12 of those, little one set of 12. And then I want to do some lunges. And then that's about it. Then my heart's kind of pounding a little bit. I'm like, that's good. Normally you're supposed to do like, you know, 2 or 3 sets if you're doing a real workout. For me, that's good enough. I'm moving, I'm keeping the muscles going, doing a little bit of a workout. So I've got that. And other than that, I'm starting to concentrate more on food. I mean, I did pretty much cut out sugar way in the beginning. I cut out a lot of sugar, a lot of made, and still been going. Like I said, Dove chocolate squares, dark chocolate, those were my go-to, and I would have like 4 to 8 of those a day. And cut that all out. And then I was still having a little bit of something here and there, like a nutty bar I'd have every other day, or something like that. I'm not particularly looking at particular foods, whether they have sugar in them or not. Like if I'm buying a can, you know, tomatoes that I'm using in soup, or I had used ketchup in a recipe, I know ketchup has sugar in it. Things like that. I'm not, you know, I guess going 100%, I'm not going all out. I'm cutting back and doing the best that I can. And what, again, I feel is good for my body. So yeah, so I've cut out, you know, basic, you know, just like candy bars or the nutty bars or Ho-Hos or things like that. Stopped eating all of that, and I've picked up, started my juicing again. So my one juicer ended up breaking on me. And I bought another juicer, but it's really tiny. It's kind of like a 1 serving size juice, and it's really 1 serving size. But in any case, I doing that in the mornings. I think I'll link a video below. I'm pretty sure I have a video on this channel of the carrot juicing that I do. So it's the carrots, it's from the Chris I Beat Cancer book. So it's like 4 to 5 carrots, 2 celery stalks, 1 green apple, some beetroot, a knuckle or so size, which is like from your thumb down, you know, a little small, tip of your thumb, size like of ginger, and half a lemon. So I've been doing that in the mornings, trying to drink green tea in the morning because it has a little caffeine in there, and so that would kind of affect me, so I try to have that at breakfast. It's a lot to drink. I was going to do a smoothie today, and I'm like, I'm going to also do the carrot juice, and I'm like, that's going to be a lot of fluid for me. And sometimes like the carrot juice too kind of goes almost like right through me, so then I have a lot of watery output, which I also do with fruit, which kind of stinks because that's part of it. When I want something sweet now, I'm trying to go for the fruit. So I have like grapes in the house, and I bought, I have some berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and kind of my go-to is that. The other day I had some grapes at dinner time, and then again it was like whoosh right through me, and water. I'm like, okay, I hope the body's getting something from this. Like just putting it all out there right away, but so yeah, that's good. And then checking out a few more videos. Again, I've mentioned before also, I know you guys have left different information in the comment sections, some things that you think would work well. And so I've checked out those, and a few of them, you know, dietary wise. So I even saw a video the other day. I've actually been following this woman, Kretzer, on Instagram. And I know she was plant-based, and I think I knew at one point way in the beginning that she had cancer, and she beat it. And then so she is still keeping up. She was plant-based even before that, but then really keeping up with that and doing a little bit of her own research, because I don't know if she's a dietitian or not, but she does a lot of food stuff, so she might be trained in that area. So there was a video of her being interviewed by someone else. I forget whose channel it was, a physician, so I should, oh, I have it in here. So I wrote down some hints. I will link that video below also. So again, things that I've heard before that I'm just paying more attention to now. Trying to do a little bit more, like I said, as far as eating. Eating's the hardest part. It's like, what do you eat? What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for? It's like, okay, fine, I do the juicing and I can do the green tea, but then, you know, what do I eat? On the Physicians Committee YouTube channel, so she mentioned 5 of her favorite cancer-fighting foods. So number 1 is cruciferous vegetables. So that's your broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, bok choy, and radishes. And preferably raw. You can eat them cooked, but one of the suggestions she gave is if you cut them, to let them sit for like 30 minutes, because then there's something that happens to them which helps gain this component. I don't know if it's a sulforaphane or whatever that. It'll help your body more. Watch the video to find out the details. I only wrote down the things that I really need to know, like what to eat and whatever. So there's that. Number 2 is garlic. It's good. I add garlic to, you know, all the things I usually cook, like my soups. So garlic helps. Berries. I said interesting that blackberries are actually even better than blueberries. But blackberries are very high in antioxidants. And then there's, oh, I forgot about that, the Indian gooseberry amla. And you can't really find that in an actual berry around here. It's very hard to find, but on Amazon they sell the powder, which I bought the powder. So I have to keep remembering that it's a very tart type of of a powder. So you use a half a teaspoon type of thing is enough to add to your smoothies or your yogurt and stuff like that. So I forgot to add that this morning. And mushrooms is number 4. I don't care for mushrooms. That's my one big downfall. It's like, yeah, no. I've had tiny pieces of them, maybe on pizza type of thing where you don't really taste them, but as far as having cooked mushrooms or even raw, I don't care for them. So we'll see. So I try to force myself to get these in, as again, if it's something that would really, really help. Number 5 is turmeric, which also I have little herb contain little spices, you know, the dried turmeric. I tried adding that to a one something or something, and I think I could kind of taste it. I haven't really had it by itself. I haven't added it to a lot because I don't know what to add it to. So let me know. If you use turmeric in recipes and all that stuff, let me know in the comments down below what you add it to. Haven't found the raw stuff. I know it's supposed to kind of be by ginger in the grocery stores if you find it. The YouTuber that I watch, Tiffany Thinks, I know her mom does some juicing and stuff, and they always have like the raw turmeric that they add to their juices and stuff. So it's like, okay, nice. And then as a bonus she put in there, number 6 is soy. I know soy, there's been a big controversy around as far as you think it, you know, it was, you know, promoting breast cancer. But the type of study that they were doing, it was kind of misinformation type of things, or the different type of soy. So if you get like the pure soy, whether it's in like, I guess it's tofu, tempeh, edamame, as my daughter would say, unsweetened soy milk. So if it's just like soy and water, then that also helps prevent cancer. So again, I'm no doctor, I'm no nutritionist, I look for the information out there and see what resonates with me and what I'm going to be, you know, what I'm trying to do for myself. So you can do your own research, look up, see what resonates with you and what will be able to help you. Even just regular life, that's good stuff to be, you know, eating and keeping yourself just healthy in general. So that's about it from here. I don't have any plans this weekend. I was thinking I may try to look up something online, see if there's any goings on this weekend that maybe my husband and I can go to throw a little something fun in there for this weekend. And the next weekend is Thanksgiving. So have a little bit of stuff going on then. But that's it for this week. Anyways, that's my update. Doing very well, still feeling really good. Leaves are falling. I know I swept out the garage the other day because again, I've been feeling good. I've been sitting at the computer most of the day. I'm pretty much only shutting down, you know, like by 8 o'clock-ish, just because I want to do some reading. So I take myself off the computer to go do that, not because I need to lay down and rest. So I'm appreciating that because then in a couple of weeks I'll be laying down for a while and getting my fill of that in. But that's about it. So I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you again for joining me on these videos. I really appreciate that. And you guys, keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.